Picture this, it's April 2025, and you're trying to book a GP appointment the way you've always done. But suddenly, everything's different. The receptionist tells you there's a new system, new rules, and new ways to see your doctor. Sounds confusing, right? Well, thousands of UK seniors are about to face this exact situation. But after watching this video, you won't be one of them caught off guard. Before we dive into these crucial changes, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I post weekly videos about healthcare updates for UK seniors, and trust me, with all these NHS changes coming up, you won't want to miss a single update. Drop a comment below with your biggest worry about seeing your GP. I read and respond to every comment. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about something that's going to affect every single person over 60 in the United Kingdom. The NHS is rolling out massive changes to GP services in April 2025, and these changes are going to transform how you access healthcare. I've spent the last month researching these changes, talking to NHS officials, and gathering information from GP surgeries across the country to bring you the most comprehensive guide possible. Let's start with the biggest question I've been hearing: what exactly is changing with our GP services? The NHS is introducing what they're calling the Modern Access Framework, and it's the biggest shake-up to GP services we've seen in decades. Starting April 2025, every GP surgery in the country will be required to implement these new changes, and they're particularly significant for seniors. The most immediate change you'll notice is how you book appointments. The traditional morning rush to call your GP surgery is being replaced with a new system. Now, here's where it gets interesting, and I want you to pay close attention because this part is crucial. The NHS is introducing what they call smart booking, which will use different methods for different age groups. For those over 60, you'll have access to a special priority booking system that actually gives you more options than younger patients. Many of my viewers have been asking, will we still be able to see our regular GP? This is where I have both good news and some concerns to share. The new system actually guarantees that patients over 65 with chronic conditions can maintain continuity of care with the preferred doctor. However, for routine appointments, you might be offered appointments with other healthcare professionals in your GP's team. Now, I know what many of you are thinking. I'm not comfortable with all this digital technology. The NHS has heard these concerns, and they've created specific provisions for seniors who prefer traditional methods. Every GP surgery will be required to maintain a dedicated phone line for patients over 70. And here's something they're not advertising widely: you can request a traditional access card that ensures you can always book appointments by phone. The new system introduces something called health pods in many surgeries. These are private booths where you can have basic health checks like blood pressure and weight measurements without seeing a doctor. They're designed to be user-friendly. But what's really important is that there will always be a trained staff member available to help you use them. I recently visited one of the pilot surgeries using these pods, and I was impressed by how simple they've made the process. Let's talk about prescriptions because this is where some of the most significant changes are happening. Starting April 2025, the NHS is introducing synchronized prescriptions. This means if you're taking multiple medications, they'll coordinate your prescription renewals so you only need to collect them once a month. It's a small change that could make a big difference, especially for those who have mobility issues or rely on others to collect their medications. The prescription ordering process is also changing. Many of you have asked about the Electronic Prescription Service, EPS, and whether it's becoming mandatory. The answer is no. You'll still have the choice to order and collect prescriptions in person. However, the new system offers some advantages for those who choose to use it. For instance, you can nominate a family member to manage your prescriptions electronically, which could be particularly helpful if you have relatives who help with your healthcare. One of the most critical aspects of these changes involves emergency and urgent care access. The NHS is introducing what they call rapid access pathways for seniors. If you're over 75 or have certain pre-existing conditions, you'll automatically be registered for priority assessment when you contact your surgery with urgent concerns. This means you won't have to go through the same triage process as other patients. The new system also includes a feature called Emergency Care Link, which automatically shares your relevant medical information with emergency services if you need urgent care. This is particularly important for seniors living alone or those with complex medical conditions. You can opt out of this feature if you prefer, but I'd strongly recommend keeping it activated. It could literally save your life in an emergency. Now, let's address the question that's probably on everyone's mind. Will these changes make it harder to get an appointment? Based on the pilot programs run in several areas, the answer is actually encouraging. The new system is designed to reduce waiting times by better matching patients with the most appropriate healthcare professional. For seniors, there's an added advantage: protected appointment slots that can only be booked by patients over 65. The NHS is also introducing what they call flex appointments. These are longer appointment slots specifically for patients who might need more time with their doctor. If you're over 70 or have multiple health conditions, you can request these extended appointments without having to explain why you need more time. This is a significant improvement over the current system, where standard 10-minute appointments often feel rushed. One of the most positive aspects of these changes is the introduction of the Senior Support Network. Every GP surgery will have a dedicated staff member trained to help older patients navigate the new system. They can help you understand your options, set up any digital access you might want to use, and ensure you're getting the most appropriate care for your needs. The NHS is also rolling out community health advisors who can visit you at home to explain the changes and help you set up any necessary arrangements. This service is completely free, and you can request it through your GP surgery. I strongly recommend taking advantage of this service when it becomes available. It's an excellent opportunity to get personalized guidance on how these changes will affect you specifically. Many viewers have expressed concerns about potential costs associated with these changes. Let me be absolutely clear. These changes do not introduce any new charges for NHS services. The core services remain free at the point of use. However, there are some new optional services being introduced that could actually save you money. For instance, the new system includes free transport to appointments for patients over 75 who live more than a mile from their surgery. The NHS is also introducing a care credits system for seniors who choose to use digital services. These credits can be used for additional services like home delivery of prescriptions or priority booking slots. It's important to note that these are entirely optional. You won't miss out on any essential services if you don't participate in this scheme. As we approach April 2025, there are several things you can do to prepare for these changes. The NHS will be sending out information packs to all patients over 60 in March 2025. These packs will contain your new NHS number card with additional features, including your priority access codes and emergency contact information. Don't throw these packs away. They contain important information you'll need to access services under the new system. You'll also receive a questionnaire asking about your preferred methods of communication and any specific needs you have. It's crucial to fill this out and return it. The information you provide will help your GP surgery tailor their services to better meet your needs. They'll use this information to set up your personal care preferences in the new system. So, what does all this mean for you? These changes are designed to make healthcare more accessible and efficient for seniors, but they'll require some adjustment. The key is to be proactive. When you receive your information pack, read it carefully, attend any information sessions your GP surgery offers, and most importantly, don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Remember, these changes are being phased in gradually. You don't need to master everything at once. The NHS has built in a 6-month transition period where both old and new systems will run parallel, giving you time to adjust. Your existing appointments and arrangements won't be affected during this transition period. These changes represent a significant shift in how GP services operate, but they also bring new opportunities for better, more personalized care for seniors. The key is to stay informed and know your options. While some aspects of these changes might seem daunting at first, the additional support and services being introduced for seniors could actually make accessing healthcare easier than ever before. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with other seniors who might benefit from knowing about these changes. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all the latest NHS developments. In the comments below, let me know what aspects of these changes you'd like me to explain in more detail in future videos. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your healthcare. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week with another update on healthcare changes affecting UK seniors. Stay healthy, stay informed, and don't forget to check your letterbox for that NHS information pack coming in March.